Hi, parents of Pisces children. Welcome to Parental Guidance for January 2020. Welcome to the new year. Yay! I don't talk like that. Anyway, excuse me. If you would like to, excuse me, I just had popcorn. If you would like to schedule a personalized reading, let's say you have questions about, about yourself or your child or both, there's a link below that you can click on to schedule a message with me. It's done over video chat so that we can interact, and this is for a limited time. I don't know how long that price will be available, but considering that you get more time for the price that you pay, that's an exceptional deal. So make sure you take advantage of that, and just know that I don't need a lot of details when you ask me questions. Actually, the least I know, or the less I know, the more spirit can come through, the more I can just really focus on what spirit is trying to tell me, because I like to act as a conduit, and not, the message isn't coming from me, the message is coming from spirit. What else? Yes, please help us reach 109 subscribers so that you can have access to your 2020 annual review for your child. So help us do that and you will get it. Let's go on and find out what is in store for our little Piscean children. I appreciate all you parents of Pisceans who watch this with me and tune into this video while I'm giving it. Oh, nice. Because we share something in common. We both have Pisces children. Okay. Oh, are you kidding me? What? That is confirmation. This is going to be a good message. Oh, I am like in awe, as you should be too, and I'm sure you are. Like, comment and let me know. But do you see? Both of these cards are saying the same thing. I'm going to ask for some clarifiers. What is this about? Something, your child is starting over. Your child is like starting from scratch. It's some kind of regeneration. It says their mood is finding richness from the dark of night. So it's either a dark night of the soul, or something has happened, and that's painful. That's really painful. I have a child who has Scorpio rising, and I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. What is taking place is something, it's regeneration, obviously, but you see newness from the darkness, and this is this is January. So I don't know if this happens in December and they are starting to unfold. I really feel like this is something that happens in late December. And in January and through January, there's this resurgence and rebirth. But it's like from the dark night of the soul, or this darkness, or this decay, or this chaos, some richness takes form. And what's changing is their perspective of spirituality. You got this butterfly, transformation for sure. It's a bright blue. But I really see this as new life, a second life. Oh, I don't know what this, I don't know what this is. Like, I hope this isn't what I think it is. But I feel as though there's some deep resurgence and your child is going to a deep spiritual place, and really connecting with spirit. And just the answer is they're going to be deeper. They're going to have such an awareness about something that they never thought possible. Your soul carries ancient wisdom. Please embrace it as you have the knowledge to help those around you. I feel like whoever this is for, your child's life and mind is touched. Their spirit, Pisceans are very, very much still connected to spirit and source. And whatever this heavy, deep energy is, it's a catalyst for creating this depth of their soul. This is a very quiet month. I would encourage you as mom and dad to just hold space for them and be very gentle, offer many hugs. I don't know if this is the death of a loved one, but they learn something from it. It feels like a death of a loved one. It feels like death. But somehow through this process, it's a transformation, and they connect to spirit. You, dad and mom, it's like, again, just like I think Aries or Taurus, everything you touch is like magic. Like, that's the word that I give for you when I saw this card originally, was just magic. You illuminate and brighten everything that you touch. I see brightness. I see magician, the magician card, manifesting things, like bringing light to dark places. That's another thing that comes out. I mean, just a transformation, transforming things. A wave of your wand, your words speaking volumes to transform stuff. You are enough. You have everything that you need to make things what they need to be. It says, today I'm committed to knowing and embracing my worth. I deserve and receive the best, and I am enough to give the best. I make mistakes, I own them, and learn from them. I love unconditionally and provide value to those around me. Nothing can kill my spirit or diminish my bright light. If this is concerning the passing of a loved one, know that you did everything in your power to do what you needed to do, and not to blame yourself, and not to feel shame or guilt. I almost see that this light is illuminating for you to see the good, the light in everything. I need to clarify this because this feels really heavy. Tell me about this regenerative energy concerning Piscean children. What is this concerning Piscean children? It almost feels like sickening, like sick pit in my stomach, like I want to vomit or throw up. I don't know. It feels sickening. A change in the masculine for sure. It could be a loss of a male figure. I don't know. It just, when you get essentially two death cards, Pisces, I believe, is ruled by Neptune. Pluto rules Scorpio. But for me to see both of these cards are almost like the death card in a deck. I mean, what are the odds? I've gone through 12 signs, or 11 other signs. What are the odds of all these cards and everything that I shuffled? Nothing happens by happenstance. This message is specifically for Pisces, and it's a regenerative message. But I get a gut sickening feeling like I'm going to vomit when I see this. And I hope it's not what I think it is, but I don't know. So I'm just asking clarity for Piscean children, what this could mean, and if there's a way to fix it. I feel really woozy. I feel really nauseous. Almost like a fainting disbelief. Like I don't want to believe this, or like nauseous news that makes you nauseous. Okay. What is this? What is this that our little babies are experiencing? Like I feel sadness, I feel heaviness, I feel grief, I feel nausea. What is this, Holy Spirit? You want to come out? I see you. I see you. I do it. Not attached to the outcome. Sometimes I have to think like that because my brain. Oh. Yeah, surrender. I hope somebody's not going to die. That's what it feels like. Somebody important to your child, because I see the surrender card. And I almost feel like it's sudden. Because you won't be able to discern it. And I almost feel like it's a male figure. So, because I saw the masculine come out. Twice. So. And I hope I am off and wrong. I don't think so. I see power, purity, reverse, change. How is it that I'm changing? It's like wherever I put the cards, when I cut it, that it's like the previous card is the other card, and I don't know how I'm doing that. All right. I'm going to look at these. It's a very unexpected message, but I really feel sadly that this is a very pronounced passing of somebody important. I get masculine energy. I could be very wrong, but I get, and I see like it was fruitality or whatever. Beginnings, gratitude. Okay. Any other clarifying messages for these two essentially death cards for regeneration? We got discernment in reverse, not being able to see, blinded, almost. The opposite of creation is a void of death, almost. And surrendering, the spiritual surrender for sure. Surrendering to the universe. I'm trying to put it out there. Like, I didn't pick these cards. Was I not right? Hello. Boundaries. There's a reason why that card came out specifically, so let's find out. I want clarification on discernment, which is card number 10. Wow. Okay, so here it says, feel and act when you are being trodden upon or having your boundaries overstepped, or when something doesn't feel quite kosher. Ask clarifying questions and really listen to the answers offered, then act on the reality. This is asking for discernment. I know you can't see this card. This is asking, saying that you need discernment. And this is saying in the reverse, like, either you don't need discernment. So either this could be something that your child senses that is coming. Something, it's hard to really know for sure. Like, this talks about something that was difficult to see being revealed to you, and examine it closely. It says, I take my time to be accurate and precise in my discernment. But it's like, you're not getting that. With the card right, or not right before it, past it. This is about judging. This hurts me. There's no creation here. There's no creation here. See, there's something as final. You know, discernment, having discernment is the option of seeing. Like when you say, you know, use discernment, think about it. Like, think, you have a choice. You have the ability to sort through. This also can mean that no, you don't. Either something is there, like the decision is already made for you. There, like when I said, you know, discernment, no, you don't have discernment. You don't have the option to sort through stuff. Something could be sudden or final. Boundaries. A boundary has been placed for either protection or yes, your child is protected from going any further. I don't know what this means, but I will say this is scary almost for me. But it's also surrendering to the process. But there is no creation. It says surrendering doesn't mean giving up. Let go of what you no longer need. Stop being so stubborn and holding on to aspects and behaviors that don't align with who you are now. It could be as simple as something dying. You know, here I am going to the deep end. It says, I allow the universe to walk through me. So there's some kind of death for sure. You know, this could be a physical death of somebody close. This could be a death to what no longer serves your child. Some boundaries are being placed to protect them so that they can no longer go a certain path. There is no option of discernment. There's some, like this boundary, it says, this card has mentioned boundaries. Something is put in place by spirit to protect your child from going any further, for being able to consider any more options with this particular path. It's like with discernment, you have the ability to sort through and figure out the choices or the path. You have the option to just kind of like look through everything. Use your discernment. It's like mulling through your options. And in the reverse, that's not an option for your child. Surrender to what no longer serves you. Something has been put in place to protect them. The decision is made for you. There is no creation. There is no ands, ifs, buts about this path. You can't go any further. You cannot collect $200 and pass go. No. This path, whatever, it's a spiritual death, a death on some form. Something is dying. And for it to be this pronounced, something that no longer serves your child is dying. It's so real. It's not something petty, y'all. It's not something. It's not surface. Something deep rooted, we got roots, something deep rooted that no longer serves your child is dying. Something that no longer serves your child is dying, is leaving. It's no longer, it's not serving its purpose. It's not, it's time to let it go. There's no creation, nothing is being created. It's final. And something has been put in protection. Your child is protected. There's a boundary placed here to keep your child protected on purpose. But what that does is it creates some kind of line and set apart for spiritual growth and for them to be a wise soul. It's not, I don't know what that is, but it's a very heavy and deep thing. It's not, I will tell you, and I can't say this enough, please take this seriously. Something that has a deep root that no longer serves your child is dying. No, something that no longer serves your child is leaving. Whether it's a deep-rooted thought process, whether it's a toxic relationship or a person, but that connection is being severed. Whatever no longer serves your child is being cut off and cut out. And your child is regenerating and healing from that. What is this about? And I'm going to use this last card for the parent. I'm sorry. I know this is long. Tell me about this religion and spirituality and this wise soul. What is this about, please? Please give me some words. All I can say, if I'm spirit and I'm asking Holy Spirit for guidance. I'm like, first, like inclination is an oil drill, something being struck down, like striking something down in the earth, digging for richness, like an oil drill. It's for your child's highest purpose, but what no longer is serving their growth is dying. It's so real. It's so like, I'm not trying to dramatize this or dramatize this. I'm not really trying to make this any more than what it is. But the fact that your child has 2 regenerative cards and 2 angelic cards, something is dying for something to be resurrected or born again. Something that no longer serves them is being cut off. I'm asking for messages concerning the wise soul and the religion. Okay. Oh, wow. In due time, the answers you seek are coming. So it's not time yet. It's not time yet to know. It's not time yet. It's heavy. I don't know what this is, but it's for me, it's leveling. I don't know what this is, but this is not light. This is a serious, heavy, direct, it's a heavy message. It's very powerful. Very precise. Can I just do these? Aren't these the ones that I pulled? Yeah. Okay. Okay. And they didn't fail. They did nothing wrong. All right. What is this? And that's you. You didn't fail. You did nothing wrong. I looked at the card. See, again, failure is right there to remind you. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And why? You know what? Wow. Okay, so on the real, like, I have been telling my child, my Piscean child, that there are no mistakes, only opportunities to learn. Wow. You are enough. Mom and dad, you didn't fail. You are enough. You have the power to change things. You did not make a mistake. You did nothing wrong. Don't blame yourself. What are you going to do now? What have you learned from this? What are you going to learn now? This is my Capricorn self, like my Capricorn moon will not let me feel this as deep as I could and take this as fully as I could right now. But I did not read this anywhere. The message that I got was from Spirit itself. And Spirit told me to know, from this day forward, there are no mistakes. It's only opportunities to learn. There are no mistakes, only an opportunity to learn. And this card says it verbatim. There are no mistakes, only an opportunity to learn. Grateful for the time that I'm able to share with people. You got peace. There's definitely some peace coming in. Or maybe some doubt, a lack of trust, but just trust it. Your inner voice will always guide you correctly. You did the right thing. You're enough. Like my Capricorn self is like, yeah, that makes sense. Like I've said that before. Yeah, that's Spirit. That's what Spirit would do. Yeah. Any other messages for parents? Look at that. How do you get that? How? I know that there is no greater goal than to love. I feel like somebody is passing that's close to you and your child. And you're going to view it as a failure. You're going to see, like, I should have did this, or why didn't I do that? Or, and it's like, no, you made no mistakes. You are enough. You did everything right. You're okay. And the best thing that you can do is love yourself enough to know that you are not wrong, and love yourself to know that success is love. The only love is a success, like I can't right now. I wish this message was not this direct and heavy. I feel it's like my stomach is just It's like a sickness, or just a level of unacceptance. I don't know what this is, but something that no longer serves your child is dying. I said it. It's just, this message, I can't even tell you right now how explosive and how big this, I can't even uncover or unpack it all right now to the fullest extent. How big this message is. You know, we started this reading off with death and spirituality, a resurgence. So it's almost like your child is, you know, on some, I'm trying to see, will I get more light? No, probably not. But almost like a death and a resurgence. But this is too pronounced. This is too obvious for it to not mean anything significant. For universe spirit to point the same card out twice in one reading right next to each other. You got trees, dark dead trees, and pink flowers. This makes me sick. Like my stomach, nauseous, headache. Not that I get migraines, but just out of sorts. There's too much depth to this that I can explain to you right now. But this is not something to be taken lightly. This is not a frivolous surface message. Something significant. Something significant that took root. It's like there's a regeneration. Your child is regenerating. Bam. It's like, here's exact confirmation. This is not a joke. Like I can't even get the magnitude of the depth of this. And then I can't even articulate it to you fully, like how significant that is. Spirit wants you to know that your child is going to experience a rebirth. Something is dying. Like something has to die in order to create this level of resurgence. This is death on a foundational level. And that in and of itself can be a clue. But in order for your child to experience richness from the dark of night and this regeneration, like from the ashes, they have to just go to, like they have to, it's almost like there's darkness or there's, you know, burning something to things that are burned to black. And from black comes the richness. This is too significant. But what's changing is there's spirit. Spirit is entering and healing. And you, on the other hand, are just touching things and finding inspiration and just realizing, even touching yourself, realizing that you're enough. So I'm asking Spirit for clarification. And, you know, we're getting, you know, that this is it. There is no discernment necessary. There is no figuring this out. It just is what it is. There's surrendering. Let it go. This is happening. Like, just let it go. There is no creation. Nothing is being reborn. And there's a boundary set in place to protect your child from, I would assume, something that no longer serves them. This is all spirit. This is all spirit. You see this, all these cards are dark. All these cards, except for that one. Sorry. All of these cards are dark. Dark, dark, darker. There is no creation. Do you even see how these cards are similar. There's darkness with some light in the background. Darkness, darkness. And the reason why they're on, it's like Spirit is protecting them through this whole process. And here you are, you know, and I'm asking, what does this mean? And it's like, no, it's not time for you to know yet. The answers you need are coming, but not right now. That's scary to me. It's not time yet. Certain things need to happen before this unfolds. You may try to blame yourself, but Spirit is telling you what I've told my son and what I say to myself. So this is confirmation that this is a message directly for me as well. Danita, there are no mistakes. There are only opportunities to learn. And just know that your greatest success is love. You loved, you cared. And it says, I know there is no greater goal than to love. And you did that. You are enough. You don't need to blame yourself. You are enough. You are okay. You tried. You did what you could. I'm going to have to meditate on this for myself. That is your really heavy message. Reach out to me. Let me know if you need to talk about this. You know, talk in the comments section. Let's have a conversation. Let me know how this resonates with you. Have a good night. Rest easy. Take care.